Have you ever gone back to a place that completely shaped who you are? What happens when you return, not just as a visitor, but as a guide? Well, today we're going to dive into the really powerful act of mentorship, all through the personal reflections of an alumnus giving back to his old university. And this is the feeling that kicks off the whole story. It's been over a decade since he graduated, and the author, Victor Luong, goes back to his alma mater, New Asia College. It's that weird nostalgic feeling, right? That mix of past and present you get when you revisit a place that meant so much to you. So this return, it marks a huge shift. It's really about the journey from being the student to becoming the mentor. It's a story all about that powerful drive to pay forward, the kind of guidance that you once got yourself. Yeah, his reason for going back wasn't just some nostalgic trip down memory lane. It was about connection. So he remembered that intense pressure, all that anxiety about what the future holds. He wanted to be the person he wished he'd had back then, someone to just walk with students through that same fog of uncertainty. Now, this was the academic code of his college, and it basically guided his entire life. It's a pretty profound thought, isn't it? That education isn't just about cramming your head with knowledge, it's about actively shaping your character at the same time. And this really gets to the heart of it: integration. A truly meaningful life isn't about keeping your skills in one box and your values in another. Nope. It's about weaving them together, making sure that what you know, how you think, and who you are all pointing in the same direction. But, when he returned, the author noticed this strange paradox. Let's call it the student's dilemma. Even though there were more opportunities than ever before, it felt like something really crucial was missing. This brings up a huge question. With all these support systems in place, why are students hesitating? It really points to a big disconnect between all the external resources and that internal fire, that motivation. And you can see the contrast right here. On one side, you've got this wealth of resources, scholarships, internships, amazing networks. But on the other side, you have these internal roadblocks, uncertainty, that crippling fear of messing up, or just a lack of drive. The opportunities are everywhere, but these internal barriers, they can be really, really tough to overcome. So how in the world do you bridge that gap? Well, the author figured out that the answer is all about redefining what a mentor is supposed to be. It's about a relationship that goes way beyond the traditional classroom. Yeah, this isn't some formal teacher-student thing. Mentorship, in this view, is basically a friendship. It's something that grows organically, built on that slow and steady foundation of trust, genuine connection, and shared experiences. And the stuff that gets passed on, it's not the technical know-how you can just find in a textbook. No, it's the invaluable, intangible stuff. Perspective that helps you see the bigger picture, judgment that's been sharpened by experience, core values, and maybe most importantly, the confidence to make your own thoughtful choices. And the impact of this, it's just staggering. This isn't some new program. A lot of the mentors at his college have been doing this for over 20 years. That dedication creates this incredibly powerful, self-sustaining culture of informal education that literally shapes generations of students. Okay, so this all sounds fantastic in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Let's break it down with a practical guide for both the mentors and the mentees. All right, for the mentees out there, the absolute key is to take ownership. Be proactive. Don't just sit around waiting for your mentor to reach out. Be curious. Your questions don't have to be perfectly polished. Be open about what you're actually struggling with. And finally, be present. Make the time to connect. The value you get out of it is directly tied to the effort you put in. And for the mentors, your job is just as crucial. Share your journey honestly. And yeah, that includes the struggles and the mistakes, not just the highlight reel. Create shared experiences, because honestly, the best conversations happen naturally when you're doing something together. And most importantly, just listen. Your goal isn't to talk at them, but to help them hear themselves. And this all leads us to the ultimate goal of this entire journey, which, believe it or not, might not be what you expect. It's not about getting all the answers from somebody else. This quote right here, it just gets to the very soul of mentorship. A mentor isn't a guide with a pre-drawn map to hand you. No, they're a companion on the journey. Their real role is to support and empower you as you learn to navigate for yourself. So the final takeaway is this: you don't give someone a map. You help them realize they already have all the tools they need, the choices, the resources, and the ability to grow to draw their own map. It's all about fostering independence, not dependence. At the end of the day, the author lands on this beautiful thought. The success of this isn't measured in big numbers. It's measured in individual impact. If all that time and effort helps just one single person feel more confident and grounded, more capable of taking charge of their own life, then it was all worth it. And so we'll leave you with a question. We all have something to offer, and we all definitely have something to learn. Whether you're a mentor or a mentee, the journey is always richer when we walk it with someone. So, who will you walk with?